Hi guys, this is Jordan Crook with TechCrunch, and today I have with me the co-founder of Manteresting.com, Brandon. Thanks for coming on with us, Brandon.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No problem. First of all, why don't you just tell us a little bit about what Manteresting.com is about? To me, it looks like a kind of Pinterest for men. Is
Yeah,
that right?
it's definitely Pinterest inspired. Probably about 6, 7 months ago, my wife got super into Pinterest and addicted and obsessed with it. And I checked it out and saw a lot of wedding dresses and flowers and kittens. And I liked the concept of it, but it just wasn't very friendly, I guess, for the types of things I'd be interested in. So I chatted with one of my friends, and we decided to kind of replicate Pinterest idea, but gear it towards more stereotypically male-focused content, I guess.
Right. So you say you got the idea like 6 or 7 months ago, but when did you guys launch? It was fairly recently, right?
Yeah, so I pitched it to my friend September 15th, bought the domain September 17th, and then for 5 months we built it, the architecture, and then we launched officially February 16th was our launch date. So
So like
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks. Awesome. So are you ready to share user numbers yet, or is it still too early for that?
A couple thousand, we'll say that.
Couple thousand. All right, cool. So, I mean, recently ComScore actually revealed numbers on Pinterest saying that like 80% of the users or the activity at least is driven by females.
Yep.
So, do you think that it's kind of a better approach to split the two? And if so, why?
No, a lot of people think we're trying to draw a line in the sand, say girls go to Pinterest, guys come to Manchester. That's not true. Obviously, there's way more male Pinterest users than there are male Manchester users. And we open the door for females as well. I think it's more, we aren't drawing a line, we're just trying to cater to a specific content. So we're trying to promote community and things that men find interesting typically. So that's really where we think that we have market value. We know that we're not a Pinterest competitor. We never pretend that we have a chance to take a shot at them. They're way too big. We just provide a service, and for being 2 weeks old, it's blown up pretty big, and it appears that people are at least interested at this point.
Right. So, but does there ever come a line where you kind of have to weigh um, expanding your user base? Because obviously, if you're marketing to just half of the demographic,
Right.
then you can only get so much out of that. Or is it about kind of user experience and the content that's there? Obviously, men will enjoy it more if it's all
Right.
kind of male-centric content. I hate to kind of draw a line in the sand, like you said, between the
Right.
two and what guys and girls can like, but do you think that one needs to come above the other, and when does that perspective kind of change as to what's most important?
I mean, I have no idea because if we're talking about are we going to try and rival Pinterest, then we're talking about are we going to try and be a $200 million company? And I don't imagine that we'll be fortunate enough to have that success. But if we can be a couple $100,000 company or maybe $1 million company, that would be a great payday for me. But really, what we're looking to do is be more community based. We know that guys probably won't be as involved in our website like the girls are on Pinterest. A lot more, I guess you'd say, social interaction. We're going to be more geared towards like a Reddit crowd or an Imager crowd or a 9gag, where it's more community based, where those members love each other and are loyal to that website. And we have a ton of features that we're going to roll out that are going to kind of promote that loyalty and that community aspect, where we can promote our users and our users hopefully promote us.
Right. So do you think that kind of the clone-based structure approach to building a business, do you think that it is, because I know that a lot of founders, we talk about it, and there comes a point where you can feel guilty per se. I don't think that that's necessarily the right word, but I mean there's two schools of thought. It drives innovation, or it's kind of you're piggybacking off of someone else's success.
Sure.
What
No,
do you think about
absolutely.
that?
We've gotten that before. Gawker wrote an article about why there's no need for a male type Pinterest website, and one of the commenters had said, you should be ashamed because you're stealing. And I just kind of responded to that comment, and actually people on the Gawker website backed me up that there would be no Facebook if they didn't piggyback off the MySpace social media idea. Or just because there's a Safeway doesn't mean there can't be an Albertsons and a Top Foods grocery store. So just because there's one website doesn't mean that there's not options for others. It's really going to be the users that decide is the product that we're pushing, is that something they want to use? And at this point, for being 15 days old, it looks like that this is something that they want. I don't feel bad about stealing because, like I said, we're not trying to be Pinterest competitors. We don't have a chance. They have the funding. They could demolish us. We just want to be a niche website that hopefully men that don't use Pinterest would maybe want to use this instead as an alternative.
Is there anything that you kind of want to break away from in terms of what Pinterest does and what Manteresting.com does? Is there something that you seriously want to say, no, we're going to not do this, we're going to do it differently?
Yeah, we call them our secrets on our Manteresting blog to kind of update our users. We've listed out kind of all the features we have, and right now we're probably at about 80% of Pinterest features. We have the ability to follow. We have a bookmarklet to easily nail images across the website or across the web and things like that. But there's a ton of features, like I said, that we will roll out that are going to set us apart from anything any visual bookmarking website's done. We can't reveal them obviously because we haven't rolled them out yet, and since Pinterest budget is way bigger than ours, they could roll them out in a matter of days, where for us it's going to take weeks or maybe a month or two before we can start doing those things that are unique.
Right. Okay. Well, you told me that, you're kind of thinking about an app, right?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, we've
And
had some users ask for an iPhone and Android app.
and as of right now, we don't have any funding so far, right?
No, there's been people that have reached out, but every advice I've gotten so far from friends and colleagues is don't sell yet or don't take investing yet. We're personal finance bloggers by nature, so we have disciplined financial habits and have a lot of cash that we can burn through before we need to worry about private funding. And if we burn through all the cash that we have available to us, that's a really good sign because it means that we're growing and building out more.
Definitely. All right. Well, thank you for coming in and talking to us, or I guess Skyping in and talking to us, and we really appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you guys. Take care.
All right. That's it.